Hey everyone, welcome back to another Alliance War video. This is Season 42, War 9. We're going up against PBT. This was the war that got cancelled because of all of the bugs with the tactic. But we still took this war seriously because, quite honestly, we didn't trust that Kabam would actually remove the points in time. And, you know, we just decided, just in case, let's take this war seriously. It'll be good practice anyways. So, this is Chavez on node 2. I'm taking this with Pryde. It's a pretty easy fight, especially since I have a guidance. Just going to be using that to... It's just going to make it very easy for even if I do lose a lot of prowess by, like, phasing a special 2 or something, it's not going to be the end of the world. Here, I was trying to bait a special 2 and then drop my own and kill her in one go, but she just didn't want to throw it, which is really weird. So instead, I just phase the whole thing, and I'll just parry once to, like, parry heavy to build up my prowess. And then I was going to dash in and just hit her with a special, but special 2 pushed me to special 3. It's whatever. Very easy fight. Probably didn't need the guidance, but I was a little worried about it, and I did ask for it since it would have worked out that we could put one there. That's all I have in Section 1. Section 2, I have node 35, Jessica Jones, taking this fight a couple times already with Valkyrie. This time, though, whenever she does throw a special one, I'm going to back way up, make sure I have plenty of space before dodging the projectile, just so I don't get the timing wrong like I did last time. I think she was a little more cooperative this time. It's been a couple days since I took these fights, but I don't remember anything going wrong in it. Yeah, pretty simple fight with Valkyrie. I really think that alliances need to... Jessica Jones can be a very annoying defender and very difficult to deal with. There are like 3 champs in the entire game that just counter her 100%. It's Valkyrie, Shang, and Jabari, and Shang and Jabari don't really work well for this tactic, but all 3 of them work for this placement. I don't understand why she's still being placed here. And Kingpin also, if he's available, like, he can smash through this. This isn't a good placement for her, and I don't understand why this is like the 4th time this season that I fought her here. Anyways, do that little combo inversion. Probably not necessary, but might as well. It'll make, if I take any blocked hits, I'll be a little tankier. If I do get hit with a special one and it is whatever thing that stuns me, I won't get the stun debuff on me, so that's nice. Kind of hoping she doesn't throw another special one here. I think she does, yeah. But it's whatever. I know the spacing now. I'm not going to get caught with that ever again. And, yeah, wasn't sure if that last hit was going to push me to my special 2. Probably could have just dropped a special 1 and ended it, but, yeah, overkill special 2 is the way to go. Next up, I actually have a pretty fun fight. I was excited to do this one. It's a Rintrah on node 47, and the way this fight is going to work is I need to build up completely, get ready for my special 2, knock him down, which is going to put those passives on me that I'll lose eventually, and basically just nuke him with one special 2 in the hits afterwards. If that doesn't end up killing him, it's fine. I can just rebuild, and it won't be an issue. It'll just make the fight last twice as long, or almost twice as long. But yeah, for a while, we're going to be doing basically no damage because there's a 75% protection on Rintrah, and Rintrah's already a bit of a tanky boy, so just got to do the whole build up with her. I did use a advanced power boost here just because I wasn't sure on the timing, and also I figured after dropping my special 2 and a couple hits afterwards, I'd probably be at a special 1 as well that I could just throw into his block with the Fury just to, like, get some more hits in there, do some more damage, make sure that I kill him before that protection comes back. So I got a call and my recording stopped, so I restarted it, and then I recorded to the end of the video at this point, and then when I hit stop on the recording, it didn't give me the option to save it. I don't know what happened, but yeah, so I just have to re-record all of this. Okay, where are we? Rintrah fight. This video has just been a disaster so far. I just want to get it over with. Yeah, I can heavy, drop a big special 2, and it's going to nuke him down like halfway. This is the 3rd time I'm watching this back, by the way. full combo into special 1, do a lot of damage. It doesn't kill him all the way, and he throws the special 1, so I decide I'm going to heavy counter the special 1 to remove the protection, and then hit him a few more times without it, and then that kills. He could have perfect blocked any of those, and it wouldn't have killed, and then I would have eaten a combo, but it's whatever. It's just potions. I wouldn't have died. Next up, Absorbing Man on node 48. Gonna push him to a special 1, bait it, heavy counter, drop my own special 2, and that's gonna deal a lot of damage. If I don't get him out of his Uru form, then I'm gonna deal basically no damage because he has a ton of physical resistance, and ruptures are physical damage. So, bait the heavy, counter it with my own. I'm at my special 2, drop it. Deals like pretty good damage. I was expecting it to deal more, but this is a rank 5 Absorbing Man. He's got a lot of health. I wasn't like max boosted at this point. I wasn't going to waste like my hugest boosts on a war that didn't count in non-boss fights. I did use my biggest boost for a boss fight, but we'll get to that. Yeah, a couple more heavy counters, special 2, down he goes. Next fight is Valkyrie versus Node 49, Spider-Man Supreme. Done this fight 1,000 times with Valkyrie. It's very, very safe. As long as you have proper technique and you're only hitting into his block, you don't want to give him any opportunity to let himself get intercepted, thus triggering his phase mechanic, thus leading to you getting comboed. Not a good thing. Yeah, I'll never get to any sort of special because he reduces ability power rate for each unique buff on me, but it doesn't matter. His health pool and block proficiency are so bad that I can just beat into his block for about 1.5 minutes and he's going to die. That's all it takes for a fight on Boss Island. The only annoying part about this fight is his special 1. Occasionally he's going to like copy a pierce like he did there. And if he throws that special 1 with the pierce up, I'm blocking those 2 hits, they do deal like 2,000 plus damage on each hit or something. So it's kind of annoying, but this is also my last fight with Valkyrie, so it doesn't really matter here. But the last thing I want to do is try and full dex the special 1, mess it up, and then all of the hits crit, because that is not unlikely with a Spider-Man character with their crit rates. Yeah, just a little under a minute into the fight, he's under half health, so it is pretty quick, you know. Not the quickest fight, but definitely not a slow fight, you know. Less than 2 minutes is like a decent paced war fight. Before this fight ends, I'll go ahead and clue you guys in onto the next fight. It's a Wong boss. I'll be taking it with Kitty Pryde. I made so many mistakes before I even entered the fight. I lost the fight before I even pressed fight. So, for starters, I bought an invuln for 375 units or whatever it is, and then forgot to use it. So, that sucked. That really sucked, especially for a war that doesn't count. But I wanted to have it as a safety net, and then I didn't even have that safety net. Secondly, the 2 things that make Wong dangerous for this fight are the Unstoppable that he gets off of his heavy, or if you have a buff, and also his Eldritch Energy Burst. The Unstoppables, I can make them completely predictable by just taking off dex. That's all I would need to do. But I was worried about getting cornered without my prowess up, without my ability to phase, so I kept dex on, which is dumb because Wong, as a boss, he's much more dangerous on the tail end of the fight than at the beginning because of all the buffs that he gets that increase his attack. So I should have been more worried about triggering like an Unstoppable later in the fight than getting cornered early in the fight. So I should have just taken dex off. Should have just done that. But I didn't. And then secondly, I practiced the heavy counter on his special 1 on how to do it without triggering dex so many times. And I had it down like as soon as he enters his little portal, the one on the ground, you dash back and then he's going to miss you every single time and you don't trigger dex. And it's so easy once you get the hang of it. And then the last mistake I made was that's not even necessary to do, because And we knew this about the fight before because just like discussing his abilities in a previous war, but he only triggers the burst when you hit him with a medium or light when he's at max energy. When I hit anybody with Kitty with a medium or light and I'm phased, I take no damage, so I wouldn't take the burst damage. So countering his special is completely pointless. And I died for nothing. Because I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to knock him down. I just needed to enter Kitty God mode and beat him up until he died. And this is the third time I'm watching this back. And it sucks just as much as it did before. Just how pointless and how avoidable a death it was. Probably the dumbest death I've had in Masters. Not because of like what I did, like I've done dumb things in fights, but of how pointless and how avoidable that death was. How easy it would have been to not die if I had just taken a moment to think about his abilities. I had a whole plan and everything, which I didn't execute well at all, but the whole plan was pointless as well. It's just such a frustrating way to die in a frustrating war that got canceled, in a frustrating season where the tactic was too hard, and then it's too easy, and then it's broken, and if you die once, you lose the war, and yeah, just a frustrating end. But I'll see you guys in the next one.